2024 lineup is here, I think. Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Meloncita, and today I will be going over my 2024 planner lineup that I think is going to help out. So this is part 2 of a 2-part series. In my first video, I talk about kind of a recap of 2023, where I look through what I was using, how I was using it, what I added during the year, and the thoughts on my setup and how I'm changing things. I also do go over some major life events that happened during this past year, so that actually helped determine a lot of these updates and changes. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my actual 2024 lineup, my thoughts on setting it up, and how I'm planning to use them. And so if you're interested in seeing more, then keep watching. So just to recap of 2023, basically things were working great, but some major things happened in our lives that I need to take into account for, and I need to change, prioritize, and make room and space for moving forward with those goals that I have in mind. I took note of all the ways that I was using them consistently, and the main things that I found were consistently going through were my budget and expense tracking, my reading progress and tracking, and my daily journaling, and towards the end of the year in particular, my daily weigh-ins. And so if you want to check out more details of that, I'll leave a link to my part 1 video down below and also somewhere on here. But I'm actually going to go through the planners that I'm going to be using for 2024. So let's get started. And I'm going to move this because there's a lot of crap. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna start with this one. And this is a classic vertical planner. And I am planning to use this for my catch-all. There is a little bit of backstory as to why I'm using this. And to kind of I got to go back in time a little bit to July of 2023, where the Heroes Planner by the Heroes Journal was announced, and a Kickstarter was announced to start a planner by that company. If you're not familiar with the Heroes Journal, it is kind of like a daily journal planner, or it's like a daily planner that uses adventure and story and fantasy kind of themes to help you track on a daily basis, like kind of your goals and your adventure in an adventure mindset. I do use them sometimes when I have too much on my mind and I need a place to brain dump a bunch of crap, and I will use it sometimes. But I was really excited when I heard about the Heroes Planner. They were expected to be released at the end of the year. I backed it in July. I expected it to come by the end of the year. However, things don't always go according to plan, and there was a delay with the production of the plan, or the shipment of the planners themselves. I can't go into too much detail because I don't know. I just, I got the update from Kickstarter, and it's totally fine. The great thing is that they're undated, and so I can start them whenever I want. And so in the meantime, until those get to me, I will be using this. I was going to use that as my catch-all planner. I guess I'll show like a photo of it. Here. But it's basically like, think of like a dashboard layout. It has, I'm trying to remember from memory, like horizontal on this side with some habit trackers, and then kind of a space here for notes. They have an image. They're all themed in different universes, which I thought was super cool. And I'm really excited about it. And like I said, it is undated, so once I get it, I can use it whenever. In the meantime though, I will be using this, which is it was an 18-month planner that was on clearance at Joann's, and I got it, I think it was like $13 or something like that. And it is 18 months. So it started in July of 2023, but it was on clearance. And so it is, oh man, I forgot what the theme is. It's like a Baroque kind of theme. These are some examples of the dividers. I thought it was really pretty, and it looks like this on the inside. It's like really neutral. It's a vertical planner. Oh yeah, so I was using sticky notes to try to figure out where I'm gonna put everything. That's why I have Weekly Classic Catch-All 2024 here. What did I put here? I was going to use this as maybe a tracker for my weight, steps, and calorie intake. Because if you missed my first video, one of my major goals is a health wellness journey that I'm on to get back on track with my health. And so I hired a coach. I have a whole bunch of like they have a plan for me, or they help me with my plan and my nutrition mainly, and so I got to keep track of a lot of that stuff. I do use my Fitness Pal, but sometimes I would like to see kind of just like a progression of things in a way like this. So this planner is going to be like my catch-all. It basically catches all the stuff that I want to do on a daily basis. On this page, it looks like I was thinking of doing a reading tracking calculator, which I can go into more detail in another video, but that's basically how I keep track of how many pages I have to read a day in order to read the book in time. On the monthly, I found that I didn't use it as much until the end of the year, where I actually kept track of a lot of things like weight tracking. This is where I would keep track of the number of pages for each book I had to read. This is where I could schedule my workouts and events, and it'll be like likely decorated, but not too crazy. This is changing a little bit, but for the weekly, I would use this for like my to-dos. God, I can't even remember. I can't even read what I wrote there. Important things to remember. Reminders, maybe, and then daily expenses. The daily expenses is going to change because it's going to go in a different section, but that's what this is going to be used for. It's going to be my catch-all of all of my things. If you watched my previous video, I went over that I have this to keep track of my daily kind of to-dos, and I also had introduced an A5 journal into the mix. It was like a journal, and this is more of like a highlight tracker. What would you call this? It's like a daily highlight note-taking thing. So I really liked how writing on this paper felt and like how fluffy these get. So I decided to combine the two ideas, and I got a B6 daily classic, or a B6 2024 dated daily planner. This was the Aura Estelle and I think like Annie Plants or something like that. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever gotten something like this before. And so it's basically going to combine this style with what I was doing in here, which will be, so I also used post-it notes in here. So this is what it looks like. It's so cute. Pretty thick, says 2024, which I really like, and it's dated. It's a B6 size, and it's a classic layout. So this is going to be, I guess you can call it like my journal. I'm still figuring out what to do on these pages, but this is what it looks like. I'll link all of this stuff if I can down below, but Aura Estelle and Annie Plans. It's like this Tomo River paper. I don't know. It's like a really light paper. They give you some ideas of how to use these, and I'll just do like a quick flip through because everyone and their mamas who have this probably flip through it. But you have your perpetual calendar here, and then you have a blank space in between. You have the monthly here, and I'm still figuring out what I want to do here, because I'm still going to figure out. I'm watching videos of what other people use these planners for, and it's giving me a lot of ideas, which is cool. Then it has a blank page in between. And so I was thinking, I guess, of doing, I got this idea from someone, from Julie's Plans, I think, monthly recaps. So kind of like books that I finished, shows that I watched, music that I listened to, like exciting events, things like that. I don't know about photos, but I might just like have like boxes. I can show an example of how I did this somewhere else, but I think it'd be cool to have in here. And then sorry, I know my post-its are blocking it, but this is like basically a blank page. And then this is the weekly. I got this idea from, I'm trying to remember the name of the YouTube that I saw, but they did like a sticker a day, and they used this weekly. I was thinking of using this weekly to do like a sticker a day, like a little thing of what happened that day, and then maybe using this as a letter to myself for how the week went. And then this is kind of like the bread. This is kind of like the meat and potatoes. This is the daily pages. What the heck is that? So this is the memory. So what I was doing in here, this is another B6. This is an hourly planner. Is on this side, it is like houred, and here it is houred as well, but I kind of ignored the hours. I work like a 9 to 5 kind of job. So like most of this is just going to be work. But what I would do is I would kind of just list all of the little things that happened during the day, all of the events that happened. Oh, example here, I went early to the gym to get my steps in. I did my tarot pull. I had lunch. Like I finished My Hero Academia #7. Like all of this stuff I write down because it'll come in handy later in the future for me to reference. I also put my tarot pulls here. So I will put the cards that I got, and I have like a digital booklet where I have the meanings behind them that I reference, and I just put them here so I can find them later. So all of this is really like a journal, like a a keeper of the tales, I guess. I don't know. I'm thinking of something that I can describe it, but very similar. That's what's going to be here. So the daily things that happened, my tarot pulls, and then I don't know what I'll do here, but I'll figure something out because there's a lot of space, and I wanted to try something new and different. It was going to be my catch-all, but I like the idea of a journal better for this kind of size and this kind of usage out of it. Like replicating this, but in a different way. So that's my daily. Next is my big Franken planner combo. I haven't put it together yet because it's going to essentially be the same thing as this. This is going to be a combination of a bunch of other things. So it's going to be a combination of my budget, with an expense tracker, my reading journal, and my goal setting, which is going to be a Moxie Life mockup. So if you missed my 2023 lineup, I know I keep referencing it, but I did go over what all of these individuals, what this planner is. It is a Transformer Franken planner. So transform because it can transform into 3 different planners, like so. I just like that because I really like all the covers and I thought it was cool. And a Franken planner because it has different parts of different planners into one. Why is it big? Is because one of them is printable and it's easier to print 8.5 by 11. So that is why. And I've just been using it for so many years, which is my budget planner, which is not this one. This one. I suppose it's everywhere, man. Whatever. Instead of like putting a new Franken planner together, I am going to just keep the setup, but just remove what I don't need anymore. So for example, this is how I was using, this is like how it's going to be in the catch-all. Like I have my weigh-ins, the different books that I was reading, keeping track of how many pages I have to read each day, that kind of thing. Oh, that's how I figured it out. If you're interested, you just let me know. So I will remove these and I will remove this, which was my expense tracker. Quick recap. I used a dashboard planner to keep a track of my daily expenses and then use this side to kind of work out, use as like kind of scratch paper to figure out where's money going and all of that good stuff. It makes sense in my head. It doesn't need to necessarily make sense for anybody else except for me because I'm doing the money. So those 2 things are going to be out, but my budget stuff, which is under these tabs, is going to be in. I use the Budget by Paycheck workbook by the Budget Mom. It's been helping great. That's how we were able to move and just get so much done. And I will actually be doing this in tandem with, this big daily planner that I got on clearance like a year or 2 ago from Joann's. I think it was, from Joann's. I think it was like, I don't know, it's probably like $10 or $15 or something like that. But this is a daily planner. It's undated. It comes with a blank monthly. It comes with a bunch of these, I think it's like 31 daily pages. What I'm going to use it for is I'm going to keep it as kind of like a weekly expense tracker. So the idea is that this stuff on this side where I have the daily expenses will be here, and I'll keep kind of like a running list of them. It'll have the week here. I'll probably have like my bills here that I need to make sure to get paid. And then this area is where I do most of this work. Like I said, it doesn't make sense on paper except for in my head. But I just need a place where I can write down the notes, but also have the expenses. And I think combining this into this section hopefully will help. So this will just be with these pages. I do have a printable. I print them out for each month, and because of that, I can omit a lot of the pages that I don't need. So that's the budget part. The next part is the journal part. So in my journal part, like I said, in my 2023, I have a reading journal that I added in the middle of the year. So this will be staying in this section, and that is literally going to be the only thing that's in this section. I will probably have the dividers where it'll be what I'm currently reading, and I don't know if I want to keep track of maybe separating them from currently reading to like currently watching and currently playing, meaning like video games, because I do want to try to get more into that. So that's what's going to be in this. Just to recap, my reading journal is just a journal. It is these ARC pages that I had left over from my previous job that I wanted to utilize somewhere, and so it's just like a notebook, but in my disc-bound system. I read little sections at a time of multiple books at the same time because that's just how my brain works. And so each day, whenever I read a certain section, I will write down. This is not a good example because it's Jurassic Park. That's what I'm reading right now. But here's one. I just finished House of Sky and Breath, which is Crescent City #2. I actually did a reread because the third one's coming out next month, which is exciting. And so I will write like the chapter, the date, and just kind of a blurb of my initial thoughts. But I also am putting in here like manga. Like I was reading Chainsaw Man, My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer. I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2, but that didn't. I'm still working on that, and I just picked up Hogwarts Legacy. So those are like some of the things that I will be doing in this journal. Maybe I'll separate it, I don't know, but I also had my horizontal, and which is like my journaling, and my vertical, which is like my creative journal, but those are going to be out of here. So these are 2 spiral planners that I got on clearance from Michaels. They are both 18-month. I was using this for one thing. All right, let me just go over this one first. So this is a big horizontal. It's called Celestial Elegance, and this will replace my horizontal journal. For a recap, you might have seen these in my planner prep videos, but I use this as like a daily gratitude of little things that I'm grateful for each day. And then on these parts, I will kind of journal what happened in the day. It's very, very kind of like what would you call it? Like a recap of what things happen during the day, and that will be in this instead. So this, like I said, this is an 18-month planner. So this started in July of 2023, but I got it probably in October. And I don't need these. Maybe I'll keep them. I don't know, but I will be starting them in January. So this monthly, I guess I called it daily tidbits. That's hard to say, and it'll be decorated. And then on the weekly, this is my daily gratitude and overview of the day. That's what I called it. It'll be lightly decorated, similar to what I had in the 2023 section. But yeah, I'll probably have to take out these 6 months just so it can make room. But it was on super sale. I just like that it's like in one notebook itself, and so that might I don't know, I just thought it was kind of neat actually. And then my creative vertical is, how did I describe it in my last video? It's basically like my creative journal where I keep track of the kind of little things that happen. It's like a very highly decorated to-do list, and it keeps track of like all of just the little things that happen throughout the day, and also like big things that happen during the day. It's like highly decorated. I use sticker kits. It's backtracking or it's like back journaling. And so, I take my time. I'm behind. I'm just barely catching up to September, but I'm hoping I can catch up. This was a planner that was 2022, 2023. I had plans for this for 2023 that did not, it just didn't resonate with me. So it is outdated, but I am going to, I use sticker kits, like I said, and so I will redecorate and redate all of this. I do it anyway, so I might as well just do that. The monthly is like highlights of the month, and then the weekly is where all of like the meat and potatoes of the planning or of the journaling comes in. I usually, maybe I'll do like a flip through once I'm done with 2023s and I can show you, but I'll have things on the side here. I'll write like a little note and blurb about how I felt that week. And I usually keep track of I try to at least keep track of the sticker shop and the name of the sticker kit that I used somewhere down here. And then I think I picked it up from Planning with Bumble, named my spreads. So that was fun. But yeah, maybe once I'm done with 2023, I can do a flip through of that. But just to say it again, these are going to be out of my 2024 planner because they'll be in their own books. Is that it? Oh, no, there's one more. Okay, and the last thing is my goal planner. So, in 2023, or at the end of 2022, I participated in like the Moxie Life. Oh man, what was it called? It was like videos where you can follow along to like set your goals and look at the system. And I was really interested in the Moxie Life system. But I didn't want to buy the planner because I didn't think I needed it. And so what I did was I actually bought the digital version of the planner. I got a lot of the information from those. I didn't print it or anything. I just had it up on my screen, and then I would translate that into my monthly planner. I have like my Moxie Life color key. These are the same colors that I use for my budget, which is why I use them. They do have free printables on the website, so I definitely recommend checking out the website. But I would put the highlights of what I did for my weekly actions on here, color coded it and everything. I used the monthly system, or I used this to write down my monthly goals, and then use this for weekly actions and weekly reviews. But I don't want to get a new planner for that again. So instead, I was digging around and I found that I have this old teacher planner. I have some, what's it called? This is an outdated one, right? So this is from 2021 to 2022. I think I got one of those like mystery bags or something like that at Michael's. But what I'm planning to do is I'm not going to use the monthly in this way. It looks like I'm doing my monthly goals check-in on this side and this side. Oh no, I read it now. I'm going to do goals on this, my monthly goals on this side, my monthly check-in on this side at the end of the month. And it looks like I want to tape blank pages to these. Gosh darn, this writing is horrible. Like, what is even this word? Anyways, yeah, goals on this side, check-ins on this side. And then for the weekly actions, I think what it'll be the goals on this side. So I think I was gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. Was that what it was? Oh no, I remember now. It was so I was gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then for my monthly goals or for weekly actions, separated by each area of life. And then on this side, I was going to do my weekly check-in, and then continue on from there. So it's like I'm just using I'm using not just blank paper. I'm using the actual layout of it, but that's the idea behind it. If none of that makes sense, I highly recommend checking out Moxie Life. It's a really good system, and I did keep it up in the beginning of the first half of the year. I really, really liked it, and it kept me up to date with all of my goals that I wanted to keep track of. But if there are major things that happened in my life, so I kind of dropped out of it, but I want to pick it up again because it did really help me. And so that is going to be staying in this part of my journal. So this one isn't going anywhere. It's still going to be here. So yeah, this is going to be a lot thinner. So that is it. That's going to be my 2024 lineup. I'm sharing this just because, I thought it was really interesting, and just looking back at my last year's video and how I had really high hopes for keeping everything in track. And I did, but then, plans change and things happened. And so we need to, continue to roll with it. And like I said, a lot of this I got on like clearance. So I would definitely check out Michael's and Joann's now. And even I think Target too, probably. And maybe even Staples or Office Depot or any of those office supply stores. Check them out now. There might be really good deals and sales on them. So, feel free. I would highly recommend checking them out. But yeah, that's my 2024 lineup. Hold on, let me get everything. So yeah, this is my 2024 lineup. I'm hoping that I will continue to post videos and share all of my ideas and just how I'm using all of these, because I know it's a lot of paper and it's a lot of just things, right? Like, how does someone use all of this stuff? And to be honest, I did, but I think I could do it better and I can do it more efficiently. And I did get a lot accomplished last year, and I need to really, I think each of us should really give ourselves credit for how much we actually did rather than how much we didn't do, because I think we did a lot. I think all of us did more than we thought we could. 2024, I really want to get back into posting and sharing more and just growing more with all of you. I do have ideas for what my word of the year is. I do have ideas for like my goal settings, and maybe in time, if I'm comfortable enough, my budget, but you know, one little thing at a time. I'm also thinking about, I just did get a new sewing machine, so I have like more projects that I have ideas for, and I want to try to share more. So if you are liking this video and you want to see more of my videos, go ahead and click on my face and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for making it this far. If you like this video, give it a like or let me know, you know, or have you figured it out yet? Today is the 31st and I just got this like all figured out, so there really is no rush. The end of the year should not be like the deadline for when you get things done, because tomorrow's just another day. And yeah, I think that's about it. I hope that I get this up, and yeah, man, I'm really rusty at this. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.